Hey everyone, Shadow Rockets here, and today I have a video. It's going to be self-help, sort of. It's not going to be very in-depth. It was just about something that kind of bothered me. Playing Fiesta Classic on Halo 4 here, I'm just loving Action Sack. It's so random, so spontaneous. It's just like the old custom games that I used to play in Halo 3, just completely out there, so I enjoyed this a lot. I mean, Halo 4 is not everyone's favorite game, but I mean, it's still the silliness of Halo, just the lightheartedness is what you can gain from this type of game type. Like you get that feeling back, and I missed that in a lot of games. So I was happy to play it again. Anyway, let me kind of get right into what I wanted to talk about, and that was on one hand it's ignorance that I want to talk about. On another hand, it's just I don't know, irritating people. No, so, okay, I think there's a little bit of backstory needed here for me to kind of talk about this effectively. And the backstory is, I don't know how many of you kind of see me on other channels, but I tend to comment on other channels, and I like watching philosophical videos, such as those from Drifter. He's a Call of Duty YouTuber. I've talked about him before on this channel, but I love watching his philosophical chats. So I was watching one of those that he recently posted, and a person said something or made a statement in the comments below another comment. He just kind of randomly came out as this, like went on a tangent, and it was something about the world. Like his grammar didn't make much sense, but I remember him saying something about the world was flat. And I'm an aerospace engineer, and I research space. I don't know if you could get that from the name or anything. I make satellites that go around planets around them that wouldn't be there and working if they didn't go around said planet, which wouldn't work if said planet was flat. I mean, gravity doesn't even work in a flat planet. Jeez, I'm already getting worked up. Like, how can someone be so ignorant about the workings of things when we've known for hundreds of years that something is the way it is? And so I wasn't all worked up right off the bat. I tend to keep my cool in arguments, at least right away, initially anyway. I don't know. I mean, people can get to me. People can get to everybody. Everyone has their own limits. But I made a statement saying, like, oh, okay, well, if you don't believe it, then, which is respectable. I try to see arguments from both sides, even though he's wrong, like blatantly, like it's terrible how pitifully wrong he was. But I didn't want to just, that's not the way to argue, that's not the way to win a discussion or even to discuss anything properly. And so I said, okay, well, there's a really simple thing you can do. We did it in high school, so you can do it yourself. It's not very hard. You can just get a cell phone and a shockproof box that you can even make yourself out of like a cooler. Kind of killed myself right there with committing suicide. Well, that sucks. But it's as simple as that. It's just get a shockproof box of some sort, cut it so that the cell phone can see out of it, and have the cell phone set to take a certain amount of pictures and record GPS data every X amount of time. And so once you do that, and set it up in a weather balloon, and you can get pictures of the curvature of the Earth. We did it before. I mean, it's not difficult. It's a easy little process. And if you're interested in it, you can even kind of learn. I mean, if you want to use a iPhone, or if you want to use an Android phone or Windows phone, you can kind of learn some of the software development for that particular system. So that, I mean, if you're interested in that sort of thing, go ahead and do it. I recommend it. Like I said, it's an easy process, but you can gain a lot of knowledge from it. So I definitely recommend trying it out for yourself. So I suggested that to the person, and he decides to go and look up one video on YouTube, and says like, oh, well, it looks pretty flat to me. Like, I see a little curvature, but that can be explained with mirages or whatever. That's so stupid. He's like, oh, the heat can alter the shape. Yeah, sure it can. The atmosphere can distort light. But if you are already believing, like, all right, so you believe we have an atmosphere, you believe heat rises, so naturally it would make sense that gravity would keep it in a circle. So he's just going against gravity here, which kind of irritates me because gravity's been around forever. Like, sorry, gravity is existent. I can't believe that I didn't get this kill right here. But I don't know, just this type of ignorance that they think it's a simple XY relationship. And I kind of talked about this in a training session this week, is you think things are XY relationships. Sorry about the beeping, it seems like we've got a truck backing up outside. But things in this world are not simple XY relationships. There could be thousands of factors affecting any given thing. You can throw a ball down a street, and there are a million things that could happen. It could hit a car, it could hit a child, it could make a car swerve out of the road. There's so many consequences to any action that we choose. And so this type of thinking is so ignorant. So I stress, and I'm sorry that the video kind of ended already, but I'm stressing to you that just if you're ignorant about something, it's not a problem. Just be sure that you do proper research beforehand about everything about the topic. And if someone who's experienced about something gives you a hint or a tip, take it to heart. Listen to it. They may not be 100% right, but I guarantee you, if they're a specialist in something, they know a little bit about what they're talking about. Anyway, friends, if you like this commentary, sorry it was a little ranty, don't forget to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Shadow Rockets out.